Vi er live. Ja. Og vi er live på gæst.
Yep, nu er
vi er live på gæst. Vi er live på vores YouTube-kanal Hjemløs TVD. Live nu klokken er 17. This is Eric. Det er Erik, og vi kalder ham Texas on the streets in Denmark. Your street name in Denmark is Texas, right? Yes. Så her på gaden i København, der hedder han simpelthen Texas. Han kommer oprindeligt fra Texas. You're originally from Texas and you've been traveling around war countries as a homeless dude.
Yeah, pretty much what I did is I started out 4 years ago. I know a lot of people in the military back in the day, and the stories they tell coming back from Iraq and places like that were really in conflict with the media. And so I've been through this wicked car accident which had my leg put back together in some fashion. And so I decided to go to the most fucked up place I could find, and just so happened I had a friend who was teaching English in Iraq, so I showed up and decided the first thing I'll do is get lost and trust that the local people will find me, my national culture. And within an hour, I'm back in front of a hotel. I had no idea where it was anyway. I'm sitting there with a beer and a fat hash joint. How to deal with Iraq. At that point, I gave up self-determination. Whoever I met in this process, if they asked me to come with them, I always have to say yes. We stayed in the war in Iraq. It works out through a very long series of pearls in the chain that I end up homeless in Copenhagen.
Yeah. Were you homeless in the other countries that you've been traveling through to get to Denmark?
Not in the manner I am here. Nothing like this. It was very different.
How different is it to be homeless in Iraq?
It was an impossibility. But in essence, what would happen is once they met me, they would go through this litany. You know, military, no teacher, no security. Roll through this process, and finally, and it was always said with great humor, except a few occasions, CIA. And I say, no, man, why are you here? I'm just here because I'm tired of the media and I want to see the world through your eyes. I believe that people are good everywhere, and live or die. Yeah, I'm here, man. That's what I'm gonna do. What do you guys think? And they would be like, baby, this is the fucking Iraq, man. If you lost my fucking mind. It's a very dangerous place, man. You want to go. Get the fuck out of here, man. And they're like, no, and the minute you say that, it changes. It's very difficult for me to
Nu skal I høre her. Det går ikke her. Der skal snakkes højt, fordi der er altså ikke noget.
We have to speak up.
Ja, man kan slet ikke høre, hvad I snakker om, og det er lidt irriterende.
Yeah.
Of course.
We will try to speak out louder.
It was very difficult for me to spend money when I was in the Middle East.
Yeah.
I didn't leave with a great deal of money anyway. Much of what I had, I'd help other people out with as I could. Some I just blew stupidly. It didn't really matter what happened to it. It was very difficult to spend money. It's a different culture.
Yeah, but you got help from the Iraqi people when you...
Yeah, person to person. It was person to person. It was simply, like when I went to a place called Torv on the way out of Iraq the last time. And I was able to just walk into this family compound without having talked to my friend and simply say hello. I'm here and be like, since you're here, what are you doing? I'm leaving Iraq. I said, yes, I'm leaving Iraq. But they put me in a hotel in this city and refused to let me pay for anything. And there's cultural differences. I'm not to sit here and say that there aren't things about the culture that I dislike. But the real point of my journey was to show you that the reason the wealthy do so damn well is they don't care about international boundaries. They take care of each other.
Yeah.
And what I've shown so far, even to this point of living on the damn streets of Copenhagen for the winter, is people like me take care of each other. We all got together rather trying to fix the entire global problem of what's wrong, because nothing's wrong. It's just there's a school.
Yeah.
But ironically, the rest of my life was in Copenhagen. In the depths of the winter, I used to live in the Alaskan bush country. I know the signs of dangerous hypothermia. There would be 3 and 4 days at a time in January, February, March. That any number of us would be on the streets, and many of the people are European Union citizens, and not just that, Danish citizens, man. The system can be good, but it can also be messed up. Stop looking from system to system and saying ours are perfect, because frankly, mine is not either. Texas, man, grew up with Mexicans. There needs to be a better way of dealing with all this business. Because I can tell you from knowing some of these soldiers that the real power of war and conflict, even civil war, are the working class. Part of the way you get someone to fight and kill someone else is they don't know them. But if we fix this system where, let's face it, working class people can only travel by showing up like this Texan and coming here and working and paying my taxes, spending most of what I earn to be here amongst Danes, going home. Then you can't get me to come back and kill Danes. Now, I won't do that anyway because I've lived in Denmark for a while now. Yes, exactly.
How do you see homelessness in Denmark when you're from Texas, you're American. Most Danes in America adore people from US. So I just want your point of view, how you see being homeless in Denmark. How does it affect people, and do you get any help from anybody? Is anybody helping you to tell you where to eat, to sleep, to take a shower? And yeah, and if who is helping you?
The real, I have to answer ambiguously. Thank you. There's people who will help people in my position. I know a fair number of Russians. I've met a smaller number of Americans, and for us, you're the devil. You're really legally by the system not allowed to get assistance, except in very small instances. And even EU citizens are strongly limited on what they can have. But the organizations that are dealing with this risk their own careers, bending the rules, and as I've been told by numbers of them for these different places you could help. I'll say that they'd rather bend the rules and help someone than not. But if you guys knew this, if you're on the streets as I was, and remember, I'm not saying what's going on in my country is any better. It's just a different devil. When I'm sitting there and I'm watching Portuguese and Swiss and French and Hungarians, Polish fleeing the country because they fear for their survival because they can't get a legitimate job. It's like the madness in my country, man. If we want peace, we can be nationalistic, and that's cool. Remember, the guy saying it's cool is Texas. I'm from, I'm from the Rome. I'm from Rome, the Rome of modern times. Sitting on that Russian, he's going back to basically another Rome of modern times. But if you guys become nationalistic, and we're all going nationalistic, it leads to war every freaking time.
Yeah.
And I was in the Middle East for a long time, 21 months. Everyone talked to me, and it's not good. You calm down. We need to start getting together internationally. And I mean this through this media. So I'm looking at the popular media. If I become famous, I become Mr. Famous, Uncle Texas, aka Eric the Traveling Dude, because the legend. Tune me out. Stop listening to me. The minute you ever see one of us hold on to fame, don't trust us. It's like saying, I'm going to join the mob and be the good mobster. Al Capone was the son of a bitch who killed a lot of people. And it doesn't matter how much you want to praise everything these people do. You go into government nowadays, become the mob boss. Only hope you have. We have to communicate. The foundation of my country was different, guys. England messed up in a huge way. Benjamin Franklin created a private postal system which allowed all the geniuses in those colonies to talk for years. And they trusted they could build something better, and then they were willing to die to build something better. I don't think we need to do this. I think we have something he never had. But don't forget this. Power brokers' children are as much as all of us connected. Donald Trump's kids are listening. Merkel's kids, grandkids, or whatever the hell that crazy woman has, are listening. Vlad's kids are listening. You see where I'm going with this. You may not even know it. You may be friends with somebody who's going to inherit $3 or $4 billion, and they're going, I agree with you. Let's not be bigoted even across financial lines, man. Let's look at the individual. See, I have hope. I've seen a lot of freaky shit in the last 4 years, trust me, and it's cool. A lot of beautiful things. I've got friends who have also done that in that area. The people themselves are not what the media portrays, nor are any of you. By the way, Denmark, I was warned hitchhiking all the way, thumbing, all the way into here to Denmark from Turkey. I hit the EU. Ooh, how exciting. Denmark. First EU ride. It wasn't Danish. Good luck. Those Danes are really cold people. I'm fucking pleased, man. Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell is this shit, man? Anyway, you see what I'm saying?
I understand.
Oh, by the way, I'm from
I
Texas,
understand.
man. You notice I'm not shooting people as I'm sitting here in the metro station area. It's also we're not all packing.
Texas like a cowboy with a lot of horses, with a cowboy hat
Don't get me wrong, I like riding
guns
horses.
and chewing tobacco and stuff like that. But that's my illusion of Texas.
Oh, there's some truth to it, man. There's some truth to it.
Is it?
There's some truth to all of it.
I'm not
Come on,
so
come on.
far away.
Come on, wait a minute.
I will love it. I would just love it.
Name and go.
Yeah.
You guys said Viking is below the skin.
Yeah, I know.
Look at you, all got the same thing.
Yeah. We are Vikings. And we still are.
Absolutely, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. Take pride in your past, pride in your future. Feel shame about your past. You didn't live it.
Did you learn anything from being on the streets here in Denmark, and especially in Copenhagen? How long have you been here?
Probably November.
Did you come in November?
I was here in October, but I was staying at a hostel, but one of the hostels here, which I can't name, the staff and I are really close, and they were sort of like turned a blind eye and let me accidentally fall asleep in the lounge.
There are cool people in Denmark. Somewhere there are cool people.
The Danish people are why I stayed. Everyone else kept telling me travel on, these other places and things got tough. And there would come an invitation, come with me. But here's the other way around. It's weird. Danger, the further like I have a friend, Big Thomas, and he's like, Texas, we need to find a way to make you stay here. Out Texas, you have to stay. So for me, I believe this is where I should write. So this is a portrait writer anyway. H.C. Anderson is a little twisted, so why not?
It could be fascinating to read your story about when you leave Texas after you've been fixing your bone and stuff, and travel to all the war countries and all the shit you've been through, and still came out, on the streets of Copenhagen, and now we're sitting here talking. You're the guy in Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio, just traveling around. You don't know what's gonna happen, I'm sleeping with the rats one day, and maybe I'm on a fine ship the other day. It's just the story about it,
It's really hard to express in such a brief period. But for some reason in this process, when I travel, people are drawn to me. My dad said once, son, there's not many people like you. I said, whatever, man. I know some fucking. He said, no, you understand. I'm a freaking NASA scientist. None of my friends don't feel like you. The way he explained it was, he said, people like us, and this includes the two of you, we step living and breathing out of a storybook.
Yeah.
Because the average human being, to do what we're doing, you only read in the storybook because at least you get to read it if it gets bad, and the story's bad, you shut it for the night.
Yeah, you have to close it because it's too scary.
You know what I'm talking about? When you're homeless, bro,
you only read it in the morning.
Shut that book and go,
Yeah.
Bet again, yes.
Og jeg kan lige sige, I må gerne dele. Og ellers må I gerne gå ind på YouTube-kanalen. Der kører den også. Der kan I se hele samtalen. Det kan være, at jeg lige pludselig går rundt lidt heroppe. Vi er jo ude, og vi er
live på Christianshavns Torv, hvor vi taler med Eric, som er fra Texas.
Apologize for me that my Danish is pretty
We will teach him some Danish. So maybe on the 11th of December, you have to stay here on least that day. Yeah.
Han skal selvfølgelig sige kærlighed til folket, ikke? Kærlighed til folket.
Kaldet til folket.
Hey!
Det er sådan for mig, ikke? Det er nemlig vores
love to the people.
I mean, it's truly. If you ever walk in the streets, Denmark, and you ask around, you're wondering whatever this job is, ask around, start Northport Station. This living room that we're now in Texas. And if not, you go. They don't speak your language. Just go, guy, like this. He's always said this: respect, maximum respect and love.
Yeah.
Even if you're the person who can smash everything around you, remember maximum respect and love, because even as fierce as you are, the worst you'll come out, to hell.
Exactly.
The best you'll come out is beat to hell, and with the memory of beating someone down. And I mean, verbally, Europe, EU, you're real comfortable with insulting each other. Stop that. Start praising each other.
Agree. Yeah. We have to take better care of ourselves, and as our union, Homeless to Homeless, is we're trying to be a group who wants to grow as people and try to get out of the streets. We've been here for 5 years now, and we are still fighting for get out of the streets. We are doing different stuff all the time to be heard and to be seen.
It's hard to find out how much she's not BSing, man. I'm telling you, I live in the streets in your capital city. It's a beautiful place. And you guys are really friendly, but I'm telling you, man, it's not cool.
No.
I'm not going to name any names, too, but I know some Danes who are young Danes who are amongst those ranchers who are picking up giant bags of pants. I have to understand something. I don't steal. I don't gang shit. I'm not scamming people. So what I live off on is pants I can pick up.
Yeah.
I know Danes.
You are collecting flaska.
Yeah, flaska.
Flaska.
But I prefer to say, can I have your pants?
Yeah, but
It's a little
flaska.
more flirtation.
Flaska is a usual word. It's a bottle. In Denmark, it's called flaske. So we got a Russian friend. Come over
This is
here.
one of my brothers, man. This guy's amazing, dude. Amazing.
He's a Russian dude. Come sit down. We're live.
Be selective in your immigration, man. But
This is Andre. Now we are one day. One Russian dude. One American. It's a fucking dream. No, and look at my dog. She loves Andre. She loves Andre. She loves him. But actually, now we are here. We are a Dane, American, and a Russian, and now we got a Greenlander too. He's here.
How do you guys get where you're at? I know you've probably said this before in the show, but look, in media you have to repeat things.
Yeah, all the time.
They call our campaign slogans. They say it over and over, but we need to remind people that you guys are.
You should learn this and remember this. Kærlighed til folket.
Kærlighed til folket. Love to the people. Kærlighed til folket. Yeah, that's our motto. Yeah, we got a Danish songwriter who created a band who called Be Glad. On English, Be Happy. And they created a number called Kærlighed til folket. It's so good. It's so cool. Andre, you're Russian dude. Putin. Hi. And we got America, Texas. And what is your name of your hometown? Andre, your hometown. Marmelov. Marilov. Yeah. But look at this. We are from 3 different countries, and we are united by a joint. And we got 3 different superpowers, or the Danes. The Danes think they are a superpower, but we are not. But we are sitting here because we are all homeless, and we are homeless from different part of the world who lives on the streets in Copenhagen.
And that's exactly what I just in another experience.
Oh, we got a new culture in the house.
Yeah, here we go.
Come by and buy some sunglasses or a cap.
Seriously, support him.
See, we can get along, all of us.
From the States, man, trust me, you'll be surprised how quickly, like, if you embrace, particularly the kids, man, how suddenly mom and dad learn the language faster.
Andre, he's drunk.
I don't know
He
my own
is so-
ancestry's history, but I know ancestry.
He's actually fucked up. It's so
I'm
nice.
mixed-blooded American mud dog. Classic statement by the American. I'm hearing this more and more, and I love it, man. Where are you from? Yeah. I'm from the second. Oh, well, I'm part Swedish, part German, part, Estonian. It doesn't matter.
Smoke weed every day.
Exactly.
Actually.
Proponent. I'm Sam. Donald.
It's beautiful life.
You don't have to kowtow to those people, man. It's financially beneficial for the nation.
Also feel stupid. Like me.
We got our own on Facebook. It's called hjemløse til hjemløse, and the undernote is homeless to homeless. So you can find us on Facebook, and we got a YouTube channel. Yeah, you can. Yeah, no, we're not closing
Okay,
before we
Denmark,
finish.
I want you to know something. You can verify this through it's a site that covers the Texas Revolution.
Yeah.
And like anybody, we're very particular about being accurate about our history. The Alamo. In the Alamo, 187 people died. As my mother tells the tale, one of my ancestors died there. But as my sister and I both became obsessed researching this business, a man who's a young man, 24 years of age, named Charles Zanko, died in the same place, 187. Well, you can call them what you want, but they all died. But what they did allowed Texas to win this revolution, Great Republic. Charles Zanko painted a white star, a single white star on a Texas battle flag. He's one of the first to do this. Then he painted the word independence underneath. It's guaranteed we had to fight against the dictator Santa Anna. Sorry, my Mexican cousins, but he was a wanker. Anyway, Charles Zanko was Danish. He was from Jutland. So a Dane is one of the most important young figures in the history of the revolution. And remember, he and his dad had only been there for a couple of years, and he was willing to die alongside of other people who had only been there for a couple of years, and so on and so forth. You don't have to die for a revolution. Just look at the way Czechoslovakia had been done.
Yeah.
All the other
So actually, we got a history in the U.S. history.
Thank you, Denmark, for Charles Zanko. I threw Texan and look up the Bracken Bat Cave someday. My dad's family's the reason that thing exists, even that wanker in Berlin Tuttle won't acknowledge the truth. Trust me, just look it up. You think I'm crazy, I'm making shit up, that's okay. Look this up. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Lots of bats.
The world is full of colors. Yes.
Oh yeah.
What do you say, Andre? Is the world full of colors? All the dogs go crazy because there's a dog on the square here. So all the homeless dogs are gathering around because they take care of all of us. So
I love and respect that Mark. I love the Danish people. I've never seen them ranting on the streets. And by the way, I never took that personally back home when I see folks from other countries trying to make it in my country and they were ranting and screaming. I just always assumed what it was accurate, which was government suck a big piece of poo. And they're all in collusion. I think Russia is separate from the U.S. Talk to someone who's lived or worked in Dubai at a high level, and they will tell you some freaky shit. Trust me.
yeah,
they all like each other. There is no problems with power brokers.
Fight the power. Fight the power.
One day, one Russian dude, one American dude. It can be together. We make one love. And we are homeless in Denmark, all of us. This is my husband.
Yeah.
And we are live at the havns torv, who is a city in Copenhagen. And this city has a particularly island. And the island is Christiania. Huh?
People need to call them to stand for 85 down.
Yeah. Everybody is stressed out. That's why we just.
This is the kind of Russian
What about
accent
stress?
they have.
If you smoking joint, you relax. First smoke joint, yes.
Yes, I want to
But
smoke.
actually after
My
joint, you
turn.
relax. You go.
He will smoke after me.
It's my pills. If I fell asleep and don't have this,
Don't have this.
up. I wake up.
Andre, jeg kan ikke lade være.
Jeg kan ikke lade være. Når jeg forelsker mig i dig, jeg kan ikke lade være. Hvad?
You see, a Russian dude who's been here for 4 years. About 4 years. About 4.5 years. Is beginning. Oh, we cannot count that. We cannot count that. The Russian dude here, Andre, he is the only guy I know who can get drunk 4th to 5th time in one day. In one day. I'm not shitting you. I've been seeing this with my own eyes, and I've been sober for the last 5 years. So I'm telling the truth. He can get drunk. He knows that. That's why he don't want to listen to me. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's most important.
Helping each other all the time.
It wasn't just an experience traveling. The rentals brought me into Israel. It brought me into Jordan. The only time I tried to.
He has to be a teacher for Danish. Then you have to listen to Danish music. That's how he it's Kim Larsen. Danish. The easiest way to learn Danish, which is a hard language to learn.
Born Danish.
It's to sing it with Danish songs. Yeah.
But I don't understand Serbian.
Oh, but you have to sing Danish, then you will learn it.
Well, it's a saturation thing. Right now, being on the streets, you should be with these really broad international groups. Like, in my life, I do two things. One, I'm bouncing back and forth between these different ethnic groups. And it's part of this, I've learned this in my life where I grew up, because crossroads, Texas, crossroads, you always see different ethnicities. Respect. Let's see if you like each other or not. If we don't, things were like, okay, you don't like me, I don't like you. Like, big country. Not that way.
But we are different groups in Denmark
But our communal language,
moving from place to place.
Because our communal language is English in this immigrant group, Danes tend to fall back into English with us.
Yeah.
So, unless we're founded into the system, the Danish system accepts us and accepts the validity of what we're trying to spend all of this suffering, trying to show them, saying, look, man, we're not trying to change all of your system. Just saying, look, it's important. We need to let working class people come here and work. We're doing this not in some great noble sacrifice. It's personal desire. Unfortunately, I happen to like Danes. It sucks. The system is, makes the wall on the American border look like a joke.
Don't you miss Texas?
Of course, I miss Texas, but you know what? We say back home is I was born and bred. When I die, good Lord willing, I'll die Texas dead. No matter where you find my body in the ground, I'll rise up in the hallowed ground, Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
I just read the other day that the Danish government, who is standing for the foreign politics We got 76. Hvad hedder stramninger? When you know... what the fuck is the word for that? 76 stramninger på udlændingeloven, hvilket gør, at sådan en som Texas og sådan en som André har rigtig, rigtig svært ved at få det, man kalder et green card, tror jeg det hedder. Et arbejdskort, et registreringskort, og få tilladelse til at komme på sygehuset og tandlægen og alle de her helt normale ting. Og det kan man ikke, uden man har det her kort.
By the way, you have to have, they said to you, okay, I got here, Copenhagen. I said, I'm just like feeling it. You know, it's 4-year insane journey. And it's really metaphysically driven, but everybody started saying stay. So I actually contacted the bloody government, man. I'm like, hey, man, what the hell do I have to do? They said, oh, you just go get CPR. I go, and what do you get a job? I said, okay. You work for a while, the guy will pay you. I said, okay. What I found out when I'm trying to find that temporary job is, first off, this temporary CPR is smoke and mirrors, man. Because if you happen to get the temporary CPR, which weirdly fortunate enough, as a filthy, dirty American, I was not allowed to have one. But my EU friends would get them. My friend Tomas, I just saw him this morning, worked for 3 weeks, and he's happy to get a fraction of what he was supposed to be paid. And I've just talked to someone else just before that, rather not be named, another EU immigrant from, by the way, it's not third world or EU country, it's more of your Western friends. He worked for a full month, and what happened is the guy decided he didn't like him, and we went to police. The police officer was very nice and said, there's nothing I can do. You don't have a yellow card. To give the police officer credit, man, the police officer, you said the cop was really sympathetic. And I go, I'm just really sorry. I think it's irony. Here's how it goes. Hey, Eric, took a job. Yes, I would. Thank you very much. Get a CPR. Okay, thank you. How to get the CPR? You have to have a job contract. Job contract. Job contract, I get CPR. Wait a minute. Well, you go back and they say,
Of course you can get a job. A black job.
Well, it still works. It still works. Apparently, they told me is go rent an apartment. Well, at the time, before I had money in a hostel living, someone said, yeah, I can rent you a place. Do you have a bank account? I said, well, the hell, I'll go deposit this fine cash into a bank account. Where's your job contract? See the loop? Well, Mr. Trump, Mr. President, don't waste billions of endless money trying to build a giant wall and defeat cartels who can build 10-story deep modern tunnels underneath the desert. Just enact the yellow card laws and the green card laws in the United States, and won't please my many compatriots in the States who love hiring Mexicans at half wage. By the way, it's very critical to pay Mexicans half wage.
Der kan I se det fra en helt anden vinkel. Så er det lyden måske bedre.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my rant.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, it's just ironic. It's just literally ironic. Because I tend to agree with a lot of what the EU says about how we and the Russians deal with our strength in immigrants and our own poor. I tend to agree with quite a bit of it. It's ironic that I'm sitting here, me and my Russian friends are going, dude.
And they're not gonna bomb.
Real stealing shit, man. Real stealing shit, man. We pick up cans, bro. We pick up cans.
To each other. We learn from each other. We grow as people within each other's group because we're learning.
Fordi verden er
Oh, because the world is crazy, we don't have to be. Maybe just because we are homeless, we are not hopeless. We are not.
It will expand the game. Think of this. If we were all unified as a working class, think how much more complex the great game would be. That playing resources, that getting the resources oiled to you. Think about it. You'd be like back in the robber baron days of the late 1800s when, because of technology, you can reach far, but you all had to reach the same. I know it's a bit Machiavellian, but I would appeal to the heady sense of power.
I think we need more freedom.
I think they should put me in charge. Iron Fist rule of the world, man.
I think
More freedom.
Oh, I would love that so much.
More freedom. I think that we all live in the most beautiful blue planet in the entire universe. It's the only one who's lighting up and it's blue. And everything else is you see all the other stars and all the other planets, but the only one who got live is it we treat each other, no matter color, no matter religion, no matter what the fuck you are born. We are all, whenever we cut ourselves, we are all bleeding different between man and wife, women and men. That's the only thing. But when we cut ourselves, we all the blood is red. Don't tell me otherwise. We are all human on the planet Earth, and we are not treating each other well. We are not treating the planet well. We are not treating nobody with respect like everybody used to do back in the 70s, back in the 60s, back in the 80s, in the 50s.
My grandma Pop Pop, man. I spent a lot of time with him.
There's
Lucky I was
no,
always with him.
we
I
just,
walked in the neighborhood and I go say hi to all his neighbors. Almost every day I was with him. And you stopped by and asked him one day, why do you do that, Pop Pop? And he said, it's just respectful.
yeah,
You want to say hello to someone and let them know that you know that they're alive and that they're important.
yeah,
It's an important thing to do as a person. And I had a fight with some of the boys I was growing up with. I went to see him. Well, in my mind, like he's an old man. He knows a lot of stuff. Look at me scolding me. Just like, why did you wait so long to ask me about this problem? I told him my reason. He said, took me outside. There's people walking around. He had me stop stone cold, and he had me turn around, point my arm. I said, start counting people. And all the way around, counting people. He said, boy, never gets in life that the only people that you can help are the ones you just saw with your eyes and your points. The only people who can help you right now are those people that you put your finger at and your eyes held on to. You might want to think about saying hi to people more often. Hi, how you doing? What's going on with you? Be genuine. My dad said the same thing. My uncle said the same thing.
yeah, like, I love how second power. Yeah. I think we're gonna turn it off now and just talk on the side. But uh, do go on our YouTube channel here and connect with us because we are homeless to homeless who are on the streets in Copenhagen and talking to homeless people here and talking about the life situations, about other people's lives. And we are trying to make one big union of people from around the world who wants to be creative and grow as the people that we are. We are not like everybody else. I see the normal people like boxes, and I see myself as a bubble. So I just do anything to speak out. Don't be afraid to be homeless. Don't be afraid to show it because it's okay. And we're gonna in Denmark. We're about to get 10 people every day on the streets, new homeless, who start with going from room to room and eat out here because other people are already decided who you are and what you are and why you are here. You don't have to do it. They have a picture of you, but the only thing you can do to change that picture is to be, the one who shows who you are. Yeah, you have to do it yourself. Nobody else is doing it.
Change in a small way, which we consider what is productive for society as
Yeah.
well. You know, if you look at what this is not an absurd comparison. I know it sounds like I'm not inferring that we're great artists. The fact is, Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, two great artists in the industry, Mozart as well. These aren't people that were asking, hey, Wolfgang, that's a mind-blowing symphony you just wrote, but you get back to work cleaning sewers. Not saying ourselves, but look around because society in the modern age is losing a lot of genius in all various fields because of the education is designed now to train people to do tasks. In your own society, your own neighborhood, if you know that genius, your friend is, she's just brilliant or something, think about when they come up with an idea that you got a couple of hours or you got to do something you can help with, help them to minimize what they're doing.
Friend.
I've done this for friends,
Yeah.
and I can't plug her shop, but I have a friend who I helped her in my small way. Many other people helped her in their small way. Let her continue what she's doing, but now she's got a very successful tattoo shop in a very peculiar place. If I end up getting brought back on contact this lady, I'll ask her if I can plug her. But anyway, the point being, one thing that super rich do, in order for you to get this, Donald Trump ran a losing casino. What they do at that level is they give the debt. So if I help a friend, or a friend helps me, we can't come through, we simply realize the next time we ask each other, we'll make up for it another way.
Yeah.
That's what makes the elite the elite.
We're just helping where we can, and all the homeless in Denmark are not all, but most of us are caring about the other. And if it's exactly if I got two apples, I will share one. Exactly, it's down to this. If you got two bottles of water, I share one bottle of water. So we can do this worldwide. Uh, and I see that in many YouTube video where people are doing something good for a homeless, and then they follow the homeless what he's gonna do with his money, and often you see he's gonna share it with somebody else because the homeless know how important it is to get water and get food and get a nice place to stay and get some rest and stuff like that. So we try to take care of each other. It's not always successful, but we are trying, and that's the most important thing is not to give up. Never give up. If we give up, there's no more fighting back to the system, which I call the system, because the system in Denmark is not working. We got way too many homeless here. Uh, we got way too many people who is pushed out of the society. I see homelessness in Denmark like a reflection of a mirror of the society who doesn't work. That's why we are here, because the society is not working. It, if it was working, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. The welfare system that we got built up by the 60s, 70s, and the 80s is not working. It's just an illusion. It's an illusion. In the last 30 years, actually, uh, whatever politician, whatever party who has been sitting inside our holy castle, uh, has been taking a threat from the welfare system. So we don't have it anymore. It's gone. It's just a flag that we use to promote ourselves. Did you meet welfare here in Denmark by the system?
It's very xenophobic system. I mean, if you're on Danish, it is, and I said tongue in cheek when I was saying, Mr. President, enact these rules and regulations. Because in fact, it was done as a centralized system. I talked to many people, particularly contractors, because I thought I was trained to be a classic carpenter, really excellent skills. Yet, when I talked to these guys who could use my skills, needed my skills, what they said is the fines are so unbelievable, they would break my business.
Yeah.
So it leads us back to the one prospect. How do we get a CPR number? And if you're not a EU citizen, it's already a joke on the streets. You got to get thrown in the hospital. I met an individual from the U.S. I'll leave it at this. And what his experience was that his mother had been Danish, naturalized a U.S. citizen, and he came here and decided, that a girl's going to stay here, and he's a work guy, so he's still going to stay here. I get in the military, and he said, because I met him 5 months ago, he was accepted. He was going to end up popping PTSD, become an alcoholic and drug addict. As long as you hit one of the three, the system's going to help you. But in the hospital,
You snakker om system. Jeg siger system.
yeah, man,
It's very difficult to get help here if you're not a Dane and if you don't have the social security or the green card or whatever permit you need to get here. If you don't have this, you don't have to, they don't take care of you in the hospital. We cannot call an ambulance or stuff like that. They won't come. It's a problem. It's a big problem here on the streets.
I'm an anomaly on the streets. I'm an anomaly, I really am. The people who are approaching the system, there's more like me who are not EU citizens, but very quickly they try to approach the system. They're just hoping to hustle some of the way. You know what I'm saying, man? Some of the way.
Yeah.
And it's awkward because the best thing you can do if you want a stable financial empire is have peaceful concourse between different populations. You let me work here for a couple of years. I changed so many viewpoints in Iraq, and I didn't even work. I literally was hosted all over these places, and you'd be blown away. Some of the places I saw. This place called Mullah. It's like a garden of Eden. The whole has an amusement park and a little town of 50,000. Remind you that beautiful place. Sorry for the segue, but protect your culture, man. I get this in Texas, guys. You gotta understand, our border is. I didn't want to guess. At least 1,200 miles long.
I don't know how much miles.
Yeah, something like this. It's a lot, like 1,500 kilometers, 6,000. That's why I don't want to guess. It's absurd.
It's large.
It is. The point is, we have a constant influx of people coming in. Then Houston, Texas is an enormous city. It has more people than Denmark has population.
Yeah.
So I grew up with this. I get it, man. You don't want to be overwhelmed. But be selective amongst those people coming here. We had a work visa program, immigration program, and a refugee program. But if I don't get accepted, that's my problem. It's your nation. But if we're going to be international, remember, we all go super national. These two big players on the block. Russia and the US right now, I don't think we're best suited culturally to deal with bloody Middle East, some stable part of South Asia or Africa. You guys are. Prove to us you're multicultural. That's what I'm saying. Give me a chance to prove I'm a jackass.
And give the homeless a chance to speak out and show them what they can do, because we got a lot of resources out here. Can't be used, but no one gives us a chance, so it's very difficult. But we have to stop now. We have been going for 50 minutes now, and we are still live on havns torv, who is a city in Copenhagen, and they got the most beautiful island here called Christiania. But it's not popular by the politicians in Denmark. They want to ruin it because we smoke hashish, and hashish is the thing that make people calm down.
I've smoked marijuana in every nation I've been in.
Calm down. But if you just smoke a little weed from Mother Earth, you will get a fine, go to jail, whatever. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Yeah.
Afro man because we had high positive image.
Legalisere!
I could look online at what happened to the finances of the state of Washington, USA, Colorado, USA.
Yeah.
After 1 year.
What have you learned Danish?
Have you learned Danish today? Kærlighed til folket. Kærlighed til folket.
Kærlighed til folket.
Sådan, mand. Det går fremad.
Og i løbet af noget tid, så har vi lært
Kærlighed til folket. And I will say it in English. It's that the world is crazy. We understand, but we still give love to the people. Kærlighed til folket. Vi ses, og tak for i dag. Vi ses. God søndag. God søndag. Happy Sunday.